And now we're going to jump over to WayScript to update the view counts for each video. So if we go to the Google Sheet, we are going to, in WayScript, take all of the video URLs from this sheet that Zapier will continue to add. We'll loop over each URL, and then we'll pull in the view counts and update that every hour. So let's jump over to WayScript. And I already did this for the athlete application drip. I have it here to reference if I need it. So we will create a new script. We'll call this just view counts create. Just take a second. Okay. And then we will add a trigger for when this script should run, similar to Zapier. In this case, it's going to be a time trigger. And here on the left, we are going to have it update every hour. I won't turn it on just yet. We'll go ahead and add the steps for the script. So first, we are going to read a Google Sheet. Go to Google Sheets. And this is where we're pulling in the URLs of all the videos that's in our database or our sheet. So just we are going to pull in URLs from the videos sheet. We're going to ignore headers. And we're going to import this column. This is going to create a variable that we can reference. I'm going to call this video URLs. Okay. Next, we are going to create a loop. Add some logic in here. And for the loop, we are going to loop over the video URLs that we're pulling in. Video URLs is a column. And then video URLs item is each individual cell within that column. And so we'll go within the loop. And we need to tell it what to do as it loops over. So first, we are going to do YouTube. And we are going to get data about a video. We'll pull in a URL. And we're going to get data about that specific URL. Next, we will go to add another step, and that will be Google Sheets again. Our database in this case. And this time we're going to write. We will write to jest. And the specific sheet will be views. We are going to replace the file. Every time it updates, it will just replace that specific sheet. And then now we'll add the variables or what it needs to write to that sheet. So first, we are going to pull in the specific URL. And then we're going to pull in the view count for that video. Here it is at the bottom, view count, and then you can see a preview of the data. So this would be the URL, and then this would be the view count for that video. And then next, so the loop's done. So each time it loops over, it'll go to YouTube, take the URL, pull in both the URL and the view count for that video. It'll write it to the Google Sheet, and then we're going to jump out of the loop. Once it's done looping over everything, we are going to pull in a new variable, date time. time zone Eastern, and date time. And now that we have the date time variable, we'll add our final step. We Google Sheets again. We're going to write. Suggest. And we will write to the last updated sheet. And this step is, as I mentioned, just populating the specific time that it was updated, just to have a record. So last updated, we're going to replace the file. So every hour, it'll update with the latest time that it was updated. And we'll add our variables to be written to the file. So first, we are going to pull in, so here's the datetime variables that I pulled in. I'm going to pull in the date first. We'll add one more. And the time. You can see a quick preview here, date, time. Okay. So here's the whole script. Let's go ahead and run it to make sure it works. So go up top and go run main. It'll give us an animation as it's going through. So it's in the loop. And last step. All right, it's done running. Let's check the sheet to make sure it updated. Date and the time that it ran, and the URLs and the views. Perfect. So now I will turn this on. So I'll jump back to the trigger, turn it on. And so every hour it'll loop through and update. All right, so last step is I'm going to go back to the app and I'm going to begin styling it. And then we'll also add more data so you can get a preview of what the final product would look like.